Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wagwan, beautiful people. Yeah, today is another day of adventure, and today's adventure will take me on a quick day trip from Toronto to one of the most iconic natural wonders in the world, Niagara Falls. For me, Niagara Falls is a must-see for any visitor to Canada and for the locals alike. So stick around, I'll share some useful tips, some interesting facts, and some hidden gems that you can find along the way between Toronto and Niagara Falls. Stay tuned. So it's just about 10:15 a.m. and it's 20 degrees Celsius. Later in the day it's gonna drop to 17 degrees Celsius. I think this is perfect temperature for a day out at Niagara Falls. Alright, so this is the parking rate for parking at Niagara Falls. $35 flat rate. The last time I was here I paid $30, but I guess it's now up by $5, so now it's 35. So right across the street is the Niagara Parks power station, located along the Niagara River, and of course it utilizes the force of the Niagara River to generate hydroelectric energy. Not sure what this is. It looks to be some sort of, well, kind of like a train. It's on some sort of rails. I'm not sure what it is and what the function is or was, but yeah, it's here. All right, so welcome to Niagara Falls. It's a rainy day here today in the Niagara region, but nonetheless still gonna make the most of the day. So here in Niagara Falls we have basically three falls: the American Falls, the Bridal Veil Falls, and the largest of the three, the Horseshoe Falls, which is on the Canadian side. This is really a very powerful waterfall, flowing as much as 168,000 cubic meters of water per minute. Alright, so as you can see, Niagara Falls is a very popular attraction. Despite the rainfall, persons are out and about in their numbers. Families, men, women, everybody enjoying the magnificent sight of the falls and having a good time. So see the falls right there, and basically all of this area going up back to the bridge over there is blocked. Looking in the distance there, we have the Rainbow Bridge, and that's a bridge that connects Canada to the United States of America. Now right over there in the USA, we're looking at New York State, and you can access New York State via the Rainbow Bridge, either by walking or driving across. All right. So this is one of the many activities that you can do at Niagara Falls, the zip line. Here persons are getting ready to go down, and you basically go down there, having a great view of the falls as you go down. Oh, yeah. Here we have the kiosk that you can buy the boat tickets.
Elevator number 1.
Number one?
There.
Okay.
Over here, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome. Full phone to the north.
Thank you. All right. anything one of you already, thank you. Woo! Yeah, that was good. Yeah, yeah. So after leaving the boat ride, you have to come through the gift shop where you can, purchase memorabilias of your trip to Niagara Falls. Yeah, so my recommendation if you're coming to Niagara Falls, especially if you're gonna do the boat ride, you want to wear something that will dry quickly because you can be sure that you're gonna be soaking wet. Yeah, so if possible, and you can wear some sort of waterproof footwear. In my case, I prefer wearing like a slippers because I know that it's gonna be soaked and this will dry very easily. Pants also, if you can avoid pants, at least that will minimize the surface area where you will be exposed to the water because again you will be soaked. So if you can avoid wearing pants, then that too will be a plus. All right, prepare for a lot of walking as well because like the distance from the Horseshoe Falls going to where you will do like the zip line and like to catch the boat ride, yeah, it's a good little distance. Easily you can do more than 10,000 steps in a day in Niagara Falls. So make sure you wear something comfortable on your feet that can manage the walking. So comfort and waterproofing, that would be priority over fashion. All right. Yeah, I want you to just take in some of the fashion. Well, not the fashion, some of the how persons dress coming to Niagara Falls, so you can have an idea how you would dress to come to Niagara. I mean, some of this I wouldn't wear personally because, as I said, I'm coming prepared to be wet, so I'm not gonna wear anything that is gonna like keep the water, keep the moisture in. I want something that dries quickly, and I'm gonna wear something that's comfortable on my feet and can dry easily. So preferably for me is like, like jersey material. Yeah, that kind of fabric. I find that when it gets wet, yeah, it dries pretty easily. My recommendation for footwear would be something like a Crocs, and not the ones with the Sherpa inserts, just the regular Crocs. I think that's the ideal balance between comfort and waterproofing. So that would be my recommendation. It can handle the excessive walking and also the water that you can expect to encounter here. Yeah, so it appears that rain is falling, but it actually isn't. This is actually the mist from the falls coupled by the winds that are generated by the force of the waterfall that blows the mist over to the pavement and gives the appearance of rainfall. But it's not raining, trust me. It's just the mist from the waterfall. It's good. So like on a cone, how many flavors can I get? Up to three? All right. So definitely that peach one, the hazelnut, and which one do you recommend?
My favorite, that's a hard choice. I really like peanut butter chocolate, and I really like the mango.
All right. Yeah, the mango. Yeah.
That would be our sorbet here, yeah?
They have chocolate sorbet.
Yeah, we do a water base for that.
Is there coconut?
No.
So like this is gelato, right?
Yeah, so it's made with milk instead of cream like ice cream. So
Oh.
it's more dense and it's more flavorful because you get less air in gelato than you do with ice cream.
Okay, so it's not necessarily more healthy.
There's less fat, so it's a little bit healthier.
Okay.
The peach chocolate ice cream. Oh my god.
Oh, I can see her.
Mm. Yeah. So good. Yeah, peeps, trust me. After a long day at Niagara Falls, need to come check out Nina's Gelateria. Yeah. Right in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Trust me, it bad. Try the hazelnut, mango, and peach or risotto. Something like so. But yeah man, it bad. It bad, it bad, it bad.
Use the right lane to exit right to QEW toward Toronto.
Yeah friends, it's a long day, long day. Right now
Be in any of the 5 left lanes.
I'm very tired, right? But it was a good day. I enjoyed myself very much. The highlights for me would have certainly included the boat cruise on the Hornblower by Niagara Cruises, and of course Nina's Gelateria. Oh my gosh, right now, I wish there was a location closer to me, because really and truly, Nina's is the bomb. Seriously, no exaggeration. I 100% endorse it and recommend that if you're ever visiting Niagara Falls on your way back, Niagara-on-the-Lake is definitely a stop that you should make, and definitely check out Nina's Gelateria. Like, I don't know, it's really good. So now I'm just heading in, planning to have a shower, find a show to watch on Netflix until the show start to watch me. So that is it for this one. See you in the next one. Until then, stay good, stay safe, and do the right thing. Alright? Take it easy.